right, y'all, I'm here to review the newest episode of our Book 2, the most annoying television show in all of the universe. Now, I'm gonna go on a quick little rant first before I continue on with the review. So first, I just want to say that they could have given anybody on, I can understand some of the people, some of the main characters that are still around getting a spinoff. I think we are being robbed by not getting a Ghost, an official James St. Patrick Ghost origin spinoff story. I don't know what the hell Omari Hardwick and Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent got going on, or why after the show was over you don't see him anymore. Maybe there's some bad blood beef or whatever. Maybe they don't want to pay him what he is owed or whatever. Or maybe he's trying to control the way his character is written or whatever. But no matter the case, somewhere down the line, we need that story. I don't want to just only feel and understand that story from the standpoint of in a Raising Kanan, which by the way is probably the best show to me in the universe, in the Power universe. Besides the original actual Power show. But bro, something's gotta give. Even if y'all don't come to an agreement or anything like that, y'all should definitely more than have him have some input in the show if y'all do decide to do it. Even if y'all go find somebody young, some brand new actor to play James St. Patrick, aka Ghost, I ain't gonna lie, it wouldn't be bad. It would not be bad, but we need that. I just can't stand the fact that there is not gonna be no Ghost spinoff. We're being robbed. But yeah, man, let's get into this show, man. This episode is titled. The episode of this show. The show episode is titled "Need versus Greed." So basically, as you can see here, Effie, Tariq, Braden, and Kane are all moving weight for that evil lady who's connected to Mecca or whatever. I still don't understand her MO for real. Davis McLean in this episode didn't really do much. Didn't really do too much. Monet Tejada is still trying to figure out who killed Zeke. Right? I'm gonna say that I think that Rashad Tate is the most convincing gangster on this entire show. I don't feel like it's forced, first of all. Second of all, he's a politician. They the biggest gangsters in the world. Right? So, yeah, he needs his own show. I think I remember reading up that, when they were announcing all the spinoffs, that he was supposed to have a spinoff. But I don't know what happened with that. Maybe they didn't do it because the Ghost show is the Ghost show is actually still running and he's still actually in that show. But from this episode alone, it just tells me that and then I believe towards the end of Power, they had given him his own they basically gave him his own episode where it kind of gave maybe not so much, but a little bit enough to leave the door open for hey, what would this show what would his own show look like, basically. So yeah, he needs his own show, bro. I don't know what the future may hold. Hopefully they come to an agreement, and once this Ghost show ends, yeah, we need that Tate show needs to come Tate's show needs to be back as a thing that's written and put together. I would love to see Lorenz Tate as Rashad Tate on his own actual spinoff. So to me, this is probably the most desperate thing ever. So Lorenz during this whole entire episode is making it look hey, we're trying to find the person who took Zeke. obviously, if you've seen the last season, Lorenzo was the one that took Zeke. Obviously, he thought that Zeke was Mecca, and Mecca pulled up in like Zeke pulled up in Mecca's car. Zeke got onto Mecca, almost got onto Mecca's plane, and while he was getting up on Mecca's plane, Lorenzo shot him. Right? And in this episode, like I said, he's trying to make it, Monet is like so adamant about finding out who took Zeke. And in order for that to happen, in order for that to be found out, he's basically making, he's really like making Kane look like a lesser instead of a lesser person instead of a person he can look to for help or whatever. Lorenzo does this just pathetic thing where he just decides to get somebody to attack his other son. By the way, I don't remember his name, but it's the one who's homosexual. He gets like some guy to beat him up and snatch a necklace off of snatch a necklace off of him. So come to find out, so while all this is happening, Lorenzo gets Kane to go find these the pilots that were on that plane who were set to board when Zeke got shot. So he's like doing whatever he's doing to like make them talk, and he's like, they're like, oh yeah, it was a bald guy who was there. He's wearing a dark jacket and a busted tail light, right? So with that information in mind, plus his brother getting ambushed by some random guy from like rivals who they like took out in the last season, I believe. So with all that in mind, almost at the end of the episode, Kane is like, so you finally fixed that tail light, huh? Man's face just lit up like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I know it was you who took Zeke. He's not stupid. Kane is not stupid. He's smarter than you think. So finally, the ball is basically in Kane's court, and Kane can manipulate and just do whatever he wants, because now he knows that, hey, my dad took my cousin's life. And or no, he wouldn't be considered a cousin. He's their brother. My dad took my brother. So, and Monet is like so adamant about knowing who did it. And man, if it ever gets out that Lorenzo was the one that took Zeke, Monet, you feel what I'm saying? And then the very last thing that I thought was even remotely important about this episode is that the feds is trying to like round up together a case against, everybody involved, from Lorenzo to the Tejada family to Tariq and Braden and everybody involved. Pretty much, they're trying to like get evidence together to put together a RICO case. All this happening while I can't remember her name, the one who was supposed to be dead, but is like in like, I guess like a witness protection sort of thing going on. They're just trying to round up and try to put together a case that makes sense, because right now they have nothing. And they finally figured out that, hey, Tariq is not the only one. Tariq is not the only head at the top of this organization, or whatever they allude to it being an organization. Monet is also part of it. Like, she's just at top tier as Tariq. It's so amazing how long it's taken them to like garner up a case. And then you got the woman from the original Power series, who was the lead detective, DEA or whatever. Who's back doing whatever she's doing. And yeah, man, it's just gonna be interesting to see, and hopefully they don't mess this up and just do something cringe. Hopefully the writing gets a little bit better. I actually enjoyed the episode. I don't usually enjoy Power Ghost episodes because there's always something stupid that happens. I don't care to disclose anything that has to do with the love interest, Effie, or the other Tejada sister who's in school with them. It's like, boring. That's all I got.